In South Korea, the leader of President Yoon Suk Yeol's own party is calling for the immediate suspension of his powers. People Power Party chief Han Dong-hun had rejected calls to impeach the president after Yoon plunged the nation into political turmoil on Tuesday with an attempt to impose martial law. But Han now says he's received intelligence that the president ordered troops to arrest key political figures during Tuesday night's crisis. Han says the president poses a great danger if he stays and that there's a risk he will declare martial law again. The president is due to meet his party leader on Friday. Let's get more now from DW East Asia correspondent James Chater, who's joining me now from Seoul. James, tell us more about these rumours that are circulating in South Korean media about a possible second declaration of martial law.
Sure, Anya. Well, just to give you a bit of context about where I am currently, I'm outside the main gates to the National Assembly. Over the last hour or so, there's been a closure of this assembly. We believe that that's because Yoon Suk Yeol is likely to arrive at the National Assembly for meetings with members of his own party imminently. As it relates to that, those rumours about a possible second declaration of martial law, it's understood that the Vice Defence Minister has already guaranteed that if such a declaration was made, that they would not act upon it. And these rumours have been circulating predominantly amongst opposition lawmakers. Some of those also suggesting, those opposition lawmakers suggesting that they would be based near this National Assembly in case such an eventuality came to pass. But again, officials trying to calm nerves that such a declaration would come again. And right now we're waiting to see if Yoon Suk Yeol arrives here to meet with those members of his own party, likely to discuss his political future.
We've been reporting that the leader of Yoon's own party is now also warning that the president needs to be suspended from office. Is that as a result of all of this talk of a second declaration of martial law? How has that come about?
Yeah, the leader of Yoon's own party made this major reversal over the course of this morning. Initially, the leader was indicating that he would be backing Yoon Suk Yeol. Then this morning, he said he had changed his mind because of new information that had come to light, that allegations that Yoon had ordered the arrest of opposition lawmakers that had entered the parliament. This is something that the presidential office denies. Nonetheless, so the leader of Yoon's own party has said that Yoon needs to leave office for the security of South Korea's citizens and democracy. And again, he's due to meet with Yoon Suk Yeol later today. And there will be questions about what will come of that meeting, whether there will be pressure applied to Yoon Suk Yeol from members of his own party to resign from office.
Mm-hmm. We can see behind you, James, and also hear what sounds like demonstrations. Tell us a little bit more about the people's reaction to what's happened and what's going on right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the demonstrations that are taking place outside here have grown. That expected arrival of Yoon Suk Yeol. People gathered here are broadly in opposition to what Yoon Suk Yeol has unleashed on South Korea's democracy over the past couple of days. We're outside the National Assembly, as I mentioned. This is a place that has been fairly easy to get into. Journalists and members of the public have been moving fairly freely into the grounds of the National Assembly. Some of the major demonstrations and protests taking place on the steps of the main building further away from where we are right now within the area that is now locked down. Again, people gathering outside the National Assembly, making clear that even if Yoon Suk Yeol survives this impeachment vote that he is now facing potentially as early as tomorrow, that public pressure on him to resign could continue to mount nonetheless.
James, I did just want to ask you about this impeachment. I mean, how likely is it? Is there a chance that he could survive it?
I I think with this major reversal we've seen from the leader of his own party, the likelihood that this impeachment goes ahead is now higher, not absolutely guaranteed. And just to give you a sense of some of the mathematics and the composition of the National Assembly, in order to impeach a South Korean president, you need a 2/3 majority in the 300-member parliament, so that's 200 votes. What we see now is opposition parties occupying some 192 seats, so it would need 8 members of Yoon's own party to break ranks to vote for his impeachment, vote for the impeachment of the president that belongs to their own party. And there have been some members of Yoon's own party who have already publicly expressed that they will vote for that impeachment. But again, that vote is scheduled for Saturday, and I'm sure opposition party members will be applying pressure on members of Yoon's own party to ensure that that impeachment vote comes to pass.
James Chater in Seoul, DW's East Asia correspondent. Thank you so much.